Good morning, welcome to Hindi is Easy. Today we are going to see the line by line explanation for the lesson Saguni Ka Sapna, lesson number 2, class 7 from the book Vibhav Hindi Patmala. If you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel and recommend among your friends circle. If you have any clarification or feedback, please do put in the comment section, we surely reply back. If you like the video or the video is useful for your learning, please do click the like button. Your subscription and like will motivate me to add more videos. So before getting into the lesson, we'll just do the introduction that is given in the book. पाठ पूर्व। देश में ऐसे कई बच्चे हैं जो गरीबी की वजह से पढ़ लिख नहीं पाते। वे पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, बस ज़रूरत है उन्हें हमारे स्नेह की, प्यार की और सहायता की। So in our country, there are many kids who wants to study, but they are unable to read and study because of the poverty. Garibi means poverty. They also want to read. They also want to move forward in life to become successful. For that, they need our love and affection and our help. Do you all see dreams? Yes. So dreams in one side fulfills our desires, right? Or half desire fulfill I do or dream illaya. But it is not wrong. You can all dream. Sometimes these dreams will motivate us to do something good. Here in this lesson we are going to see a girl named Saguni who had a dream to study and get education. We'll see and study further in this lesson, in the story, how her dream gets fulfilled. So the dream sometimes becomes the root in our mind. The dream becomes the path for us to decide which direction we have to go in our life. We become so determined to fulfill that dream. So what we have to learn from this lesson? Yes, we have to help such kids who are below the poverty line and who has a desire to study. We have to show our love and affection to such kids so that they can also study and become successful in their life. We have many kids all in and around us in our society who wants to study but they are unable to study because of poverty. Yes, we have many kids in our society who has everything to do but they are not studying. They are not using the opportunity. There are few kids who are waiting for the opportunity to use the opportunity in a right way to study and become successful. So if you are seeing such kids in your life, just try to help them, motivate them, show your love and care. This is what we have to learn. Dreaming is not wrong, but you have to take the dream in a right way to be determined to achieve the success. So the dreams are the roots which tells us which path we have to take in our life. You have to put your hard work, you have to be patient, you have to put your time and you have to make your dream come true. Let's see the activity what is given here. क्या आपने कभी सड़कों पर कूड़ा बीनते बच्चों को देखा है? Have you ever seen on the roadside the kids who are picking the waste things, bottles, iron things and all, they will be picking from the waste things, right? Have you ever seen such kids? उन्हें देखकर आपको क्या महसूस होता है? So after seeing them, what do you feel? Sometimes we feel like, see how happily they are doing the physical work. They don't have to study at all like me. They don't have to go to school. They don't have any homework. They don't have to get the beatings from the teacher. Have you ever felt like that? Or have you felt that, oh, this people has to go to school, but see, they are so poor, they are not able to go to school. I need to help them. Instead of studying, they are working at this age. What is the mindset that has come to your mind after seeing such kids who are picking the waste things from the garbage? For the bread and butter, these kids are forced to do the work, right? They are very unfortunate. They are very unfortunate for the food and for the living. They are doing the hard work. But at that age, what is the work that they have to do? What is the right they have to do? Rightly, they have to do is studying. Studying is a work they need to concentrate at this age, right? Rather, they are forced to do the work. They too will have the desire to go to school and study, but because of their situation, they are forced to come for work. यदि आपके घर में कम उम्र से किसी लड़के या लड़की को काम के लिए रखा जाए तो आप क्या क्या करेंगे? If any small aged boy or girl is there at your home as a helper, then what are the things that you will do? If you are having a child labor, it's a crime in our country. बाल श्रम नकारात्मक है. It is very negative attitude to have a small kid at work at home to do the work or to make the small kid to do the work, because we have the birthright to study till 14 years. So the kid has to be given the education, that is his right. स्कूल के बाद या छुट्टियों के घरों के कामों में मदद करने के लिए प्रेरित करेंगे. So if such kids are working at your home, you can motivate them that during holidays you can do the work, or after the school hours you can go and do the work for your livelihood. But essential thing is they have to go to school. That you can tell them. शिक्षा प्रदान करें. You can give the education, you can educate them, you can be a volunteer to educate them. शिक्षा के महत्व जागरूक करना. So you can to give the awareness that the importance of education. You can motivate them. You can tell them that if you are educated then you can get a better work. So you can give the awareness program to them to study at this age. सरकारी योजनाओं की सहायता लेना. You can take the help of the government schemes that has come to educate the kid. So you can make them to know about those schemes and you can help them to join those schemes to study further. You can avoid making the young ones to come to your house to do the work. So if you are very strict enough, no parents will be sending the young ones for work. Say if everyone has a common thought, we will not take any young ones as a helper, then parents cannot force them to send them to any work, because if any master is not taking the kid for the work, they have to forcefully send them to the school only, right? The next option that is available for the parents is to send them to the school to make them to get the education so that they can go for the work later. Since we are accepting that we are getting an helper for the less price, few parents are forced to send the kids to work. So if we change our mindset of not accepting child labor, then the child labor can be slowly eradicated. So before getting to the lesson, let's quickly have a लेखक परिचय. So कवि, लेखक और उपन्यासकार, is a poet, he is an author, he is a novel writer. डॉक्टर जगदीश व्योम का जन्म 1 मई 1960 को शुभनगला फरुखाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ. सो ही वॉज बॉर्न ऑन 1 मई 1960 इन फरुखाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश. इंद्रधनुष, मोर के स्वर, नन्हा बलिदानी, डब्बू की डिबिया, सगुनी का सपना आदि इनकी प्रसिद्ध रचनाएं. सो दिस आर वेरी फेमस क्रिएशंस. इंद्रधनुष, मोर के स्वर, नन्हा बलिदानी, डब्बू की डिबिया, सगुनी का सपना, वेरी फेमस क्रिएशंस ऑफ द ऑथर डॉक्टर जगदीश व्योम. नन्हा बलिदानी बाल उपन्यास के लिए डॉक्टर जगदीश को 5 पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित किया गया. नन्हा बलिदानी इज ए चाइल्ड नॉवेल एंड फॉर दैट ही हैज रिसीव्ड 5 अवार्ड्स. प्रस्तुत है इनकी प्रसिद्ध कहानी सगुनी का सपना. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू रीड इस फेमस स्टोरी सगुनी का सपना. So before getting into the story, let me give a brief. This story is happening in Rajasthan, Suratgarh. So the characters involved are some school boys and girls. Saguni, Ipsa, who is going to help Saguni to make her study, and Dr. Ajay. Now let's read the lesson and understand the story. राजस्थान की पश्चिमी इलाके में एक स्थान है सूरतगढ़. So in the west side of Rajasthan, there is a place called सूरतगढ़. ईप्सा के पापा का स्थानांतरण यहीं के केंद्र कृषि फॉर्म में हुआ. So ईप्सा is a girl whose father got the transfer. स्थानांतरण is transfer, where he got केंद्रीय कृषि फॉर्म. So central farming agriculture. ईप्सा को यहाँ के एक विद्यालय में कक्षा 7 में प्रवेश मिल गया. He got the seat in class 7 in the nearby school in this place. 2-4 दिन तो इप्सा की कक्षा की लड़कियां उससे दूर दूर रहीं. So for the 2 or 4 days none of the girls talked to her. They kept distance. लेकिन बाद में उनसे दोस्ती हो गई. After 2-4 days they became friends. दोस्ती ना फ्रेंडशिप आई रचे. लड़कियों ने ही इप्सा को बताया कि वह अपनी टिफिन की सुरक्षा करें. So the after becoming friends, what they said that you take care of your tiffin boxes. सुरक्षा ना सेफ वेच्चिको, you keep the tiffin box safely. कोई बच्चा खाना चुराकर खा जाता. So some kid is eating the food without telling. So in a thief मारी चुरा करना, like a thief he is stealing and eating the food. कभी किसी का खाना गायब हो जाता है, सो समटाइम्स लंच बॉक्स गेट्स मिस्ड, गायब ना, मिससाइड. तो कभी किसी का, सो इन सम अदर डे समवन एल्स बॉक्स इज मिसिंग. बच्चे इस ताक में रहते हैं कि खाना चोर को रंगे हाथ पकड़ा जाए. सो एवरीवन इज वेटिंग, इज चेयरिंग दैट दे हैव टू फाइंड हु इज स्टीलिंग द फूड. खाना चोर इज फूड thief who is stealing the food, so that they can catch hold of them. रंगे हाथ पकड़ा जाना is a मुहावरा, like to catch hold of them in front of everyone. मैले कछुले कपड़े पहने एक छोटी सी लड़की विद्यालय के तारों की बाउंड्री के पास घूमती रहती. So this students, the school students have observed there is a one girl who used to roam in the boundary, school boundary kita the girl used to roam. So how her dress will be? Male kuchele is very dirty, untidy. There is a small girl who stands, who walks around the boundary. Taro na wires la pannirukka, strings la pannirukka boundary. तारों की बाउंड्री इज द बाउंड्री विच इज मेड अप ऑफ स्ट्रिंग्स और वायर्स. बच्चों ने अनुमान लगाया कि वही खाना चुराती होगी. सो दे हैव गेस्ड, द स्टूडेंट्स हैव गेस्ड दैट दिस गर्ल मे बी इज स्टीलिंग द फूड. बच्चों ने अपनी कक्षा की खिड़की में से उसे दूर से कक्षा की ओर टकटकी लगाकर देखते हुए देखा. सो फ्रॉम द विंडो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हैव सीन दिस गर्ल इज वैंडरिंग हियर एंड देयर अराउंड द स्कूल. टकटकी इज stare. So the girl is standing somewhere and staring the students, right? So this students, the school students have observed this girl watching them and they have understood or guessed that maybe this is the girl who is stealing the food. कई बार बच्चों ने उसे पकड़ने की कोशिश की तो वह भाग गई. So many times the students have tried to catch hold of her but she has run away. भाग गई ना, ran away. पकड़ने means to catch, try பண்ணதுனா कोशिश. So this is Suratgarh. So it's a municipality in Sri Ganganagar district in Rajasthan. It's known as cotton city or bowl of grain. As we saw, Ipsa's father got the transfer here and she has got the admission in the new school. So she got the admission in the new school. First 2 to 4 days she didn't find any friends. She was all alone. Later on all the students became her friends. And they have told her, alerted her that in school someone is stealing the food. You should take care of your lunch box. Everyone is so eager to know who is stealing the lunch box, right? So and they want to catch hold of that thief. And the students who are studying in the classroom has seen a girl who wears a very dirty dress and she used to roam around the boundaries of the school. And they assume that this should be the girl who is stealing the lunch box. Whenever they try to catch hold of her, she used to run from that place. एक दिन आधी छुट्टी के समय सभी बच्चे अपनी अपनी कक्षा से बाहर आकर खेल रहे थे. आधी छुट्टी मीन्स हाफ डे. So during the half holiday, all the kids came out of the classroom and they were playing. कुछ अपने दोस्तों के साथ खाना खा रहे थे एंड फ्यू वर ईटिंग फूड विद देयर फ्रेंड्स. तभी तारों की बाड़ के पास बने कूड़ेदान की दीवार से सटी उस लड़की को किसी बच्चे ने देख लिया. सो दैट टाइम दे सॉ अ गर्ल हु वाज स्टैंडिंग नियर द कूड़ेदान, द गार्बेज कंटेनर, एंड द बॉयज हैज सीन हर. 4-5 बच्चे हाथों में पत्थर लेकर उस लड़की की तरफ दौड़े. 4 to 5 kids with the stones in their hand, they were running towards her. उसकी लड़की की तरफ ना, on the direction towards the girl's direction they were running. दौड़े, दौड़े means running. बच्चे को अपनी तरफ दौड़ते हुए देख वह भागने को हुई. तभी रोहित ने एक पत्थर उस लड़की की ओर फेंका जो लड़की के माथे पर जा लगा. So seeing the kids who are coming towards her, she started to run away. That time Rohit, what he did, he was having the stone in his hand, right? He has thrown that, fenkana, throw pannaru, and it has hit her forehead. Maathe par ja lagana, it has hit her forehead. Maathe na forehead. पत्थर लगते ही खून का फव्वारा छूटा. So as soon as the stone has hit her forehead, the blood started to flow like फव्वारा ना, like a fountain. The blood started to flow like a fountain. So फव्वारा is fountain. और उस लड़की बेहोश होकर वहीं गिर पड़ी एंड दैट girl lost her conscious. बेहोश ना, she lost her conscious and had fallen down at the same place. गिर पड़ी ना, विழுந்துட்டா கீழே. बच्चों की भीड़ जमा हो गई. So all the kids have gathered there now. इप्सा ने जब भीड़ लगते देखी तो वह भी अपने सहेलियों के साथ वहाँ पहुँच गई. So Ipsa also saw that there are students who are gathered there. So she also went along with her friends to see what is happening there. काना चोर पकड़ी गई. Kana chor pakdi gai. So someone was shouting that the person who was stealing the food has been caught. The person who was stealing the food has been caught. बच्चे जोर जोर से चिल्ला रहे थे and all the kids were shouting like this. Kana chor pakdi gai means யார் சாப்பாடுலாம் எடுத்துக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்கள நாங்கள் பிடிச்சிட்டோம், அவங்கள நாங்கள் பிடிச்சிட்டோம், like that kids are shouting. लड़की बेहोश पड़ी थी but that kid was unconscious. और उसके माथे से खून निकलकर बह रहा था. From her forehead the blood was flowing. बह रहा था means it was flowing. बच्चे खुश हो रहे थे but all the kids who were surrounding that unconscious girl, they were all happy because they have caught hold of the person who was stealing their food. इप्सा ने जब ये दृश्य देखा तो उसे रहा ना गया and Ipsa when she saw all these things she was not able to bear it. She was not able to withstand that. उसने अपने रुमाल से उसका माथा कसकर बांध दिया. रुमाल is using the kerchief. She tied tightly on her forehead. कसकर means tightly. बांध दिया ना, टाई पनेटा. और अपनी सहेलियों, so to her friends, रानी, दशा, अंशु और गीता से कहा. She told her 4 friends, आओ हम सब मिलकर इसे मेडिकल रूम ले चलते हैं. लेट्स टेक हर टू द मेडिकल रूम. मेडिकल रूम, MI room is the place where the initial checks happens. The students from far away, they have seen a girl who is standing near the boundary and watching them. The half day leave, when the kids were playing and eating all around, they saw the same kind of girl who was coming and standing there and watching the kids. Kids, what they did, they were having the stones in their hand and they started to run behind her. And when she was about to run away, Rohit, what he did, he has taken the stone and hit her and the blood started to flow from her forehead. And as soon as the blood started to come out, she became unconscious and she has fallen down. And all the kids who were surrounding her were happily saying that they have caught hold of the Khana chor who was stealing the food. So as soon as the kids have gathered, Ipsa and her friends also saw this and went to that place, and she saw that blood was coming from her forehead and everyone were laughing and saying the same thing again and again, which she was not able to tolerate. So what she did, she took the kerchief and tied in her forehead to stop the blood flow, and she called her friends Rani, Daksha, Anshu and Geeta and said we will take her to the MI room for the initial checkup. We wrap the lesson here as a part 1 video of the explanation. Rest of the lesson will continue in the part 2 video. If you have any doubt or clarification, please put in the comment section. Surely reply back. Thank you, students.